Xbox's 2024 seems to be hugely stacked. And one of the biggest questions that I think everyone had was, when are these games coming out? When are we going to actually see these games? For the longest time, we've been waiting that from the Xbox platform is just to play these games. And it looks like we actually might play one of these games sooner rather than later. What's going on, you guys? Gaming Out here, coming at you with another video. Today we'll be talking about the Xbox Direct, the Developer Direct. I think you all know that we enjoy these events. You know, these events give us a perspective and a roadmap of Xbox, and it's looking like this particular event is going to give us the roadmap of release dates for 2024. Now, when it comes to one particular game, Hellblade 2, we wanted to know, should we expect that later or should we expect that sooner? And it's looking like that's actually been leaked. You know, keep in mind, this is just you know, a grain of salt. Don't officially think that this game 100% is coming out this time, but it looks like it's coming out in the end of May, or at the May the 21st. I believe that's what the exact date was. Now, look, when it comes to May, I think that's a great date. You know, I always thought this game was going to come out before E3 or whatever you want to call that presentation, that June presentation. And I think this is a solid release date. You know, that means something else is going to be towards the end of the year. Hellblade, to me, is one of the most important games that Microsoft and Xbox are making right now. Me particularly, when it comes to buying all these studios, I think the one biggest question that everyone has is, how exactly are they going to, you know, upscale these studios? You know, we've seen Hellblade 1 without Xbox. Hellblade 2 is with Xbox. So you would think the difference between 1 and 2 should be dramatic with a multi-trillion-dollar company such as Microsoft and Xbox backing you. And I think this is going to be one of those key games that shows you, you know, these are the reasons why we went out and we bought these companies. We went out to elevate them. You know, Hellblade had a tremendous first game, and I think no one will argue with that. But I think the biggest question we just have is, what exactly are they going into Hellblade 2, and what should we expect from Hellblade 2? Should we expect a higher fidelity? Should we expect the game to look better? Because to me, Hellblade 1 looked phenomenal. I could even take that type of graphics. I just want more of the gameplay to evolve. Now, we've seen a huge portion of how the game looks, and the game looks gorgeous. It's probably not the most, if not one of the most best looking games of this generation. But we haven't seen a whole lot of gameplay. Now, we saw some gameplay at the Video Game Awards, so I'm hoping at this event we're going to see more in terms of Hellblade. But the interesting point is this May date, because then where is everything else going to fall? You know, I personally feel like May might be too close, where there might be too far away, where there might be one more game between us and Hellblade. And I think it's a good thing, man. I think there's a chance that we see Avowed later on in the year with Indiana Jones, and Hellblade starts the whole year off with huge release titles. You know, put in the comment section below, what do you think would come out before Hellblade 2? Do you think Avowed might make it, or do you think Hellblade will be towards like the middle, or do you think Hellblade, like me, will be at the beginning of the year? Because May is almost in the middle of the year, but I think in terms of the big titles that Microsoft's going to release this year, it's going to be the first one released. Now, Avowed and Indiana Jones, you know, they're close. You know, I would say both of these games are coming out this year. I'm just kind of curious to exactly when they come out. You know, Hellblade, to me, is going to show those initial studios, which is funny, Avowed's one of them too. You know, Ninja Theory and Obsidian, because Obsidian was bought like 2 events after they announced they bought, you know, Ninja Theory. Well, Obsidian was bought after they bought Ninja Theory. So these 2 games are going to be extremely important to show us what Microsoft has to offer on these studios. You know, a lot of these studios got brand new studios. They got brand new talent, brand new mocap presentations. So I'm curious to see exactly what else they have brought to the table. And Hellblade 2 is definitely going to be one of the most important games when it comes to that. You know, I think this is going to be a good year. I think Hellblade, Indiana Jones, Avowed, and Towerborn, and, you know, obviously there's been rumored that they might not shadow drop something at this event, but we're probably going to get a 5th game, which is interesting what that game could be. Double Fine could be ready. You know, id's game was supposed to be shown last year, according to that leak. The prequel of Doom, that could be ready. There's so many games that we can see between now and the end of this year. And that's one of the interesting things about being on the Xbox brand, is there's always stuff that we could look forward to. Xbox has went above and beyond to make sure that they get these type of studios. And I think Hellblade is going to start off all of this. Now, you know, there's a chance that Indiana Jones makes it before Hellblade, which would be an interesting choice. And I would say that would be an interesting choice, definitely. But I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say. Put in the comment section below. Hellblade 2's release date, do you think that's solid? What game do you think would come out first? Hellblade, Avowed, or Indiana Jones? I'm very curious you guys' that opinion. And I appreciate all the support we've been getting. Definitely hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. You can always sub to the channel. I make weekly content. And I stream over there at Addict Arena. It'll be in the description below. And until next time, this is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace. Hellblade coming out in May would be fantastic.